really got to the point of looking in the mirror not knowing who I was, you know what I mean, and wanting more, because I knew at one time, you know, I had more. One time I was, you know, a productive member of society, to where now, I mean, I don't have nothing. It was really scary.
I arrived at the Tuerk House on Frederick Road at St. Joe's Monastery in December 26 of 1987. I was pretty desperate. You know, I knew that I had a problem with substances. I didn't know anything about, I didn't know anything at all about NA or AA or treatment, that there was help available for people that had problems with substances. And I went in there basically because I didn't have anything anywhere else or anybody else to go to. I had burnt all my bridges.
The biggest thing I can remember was lonesome. Just being very, very lonesome. Being completely hopeless, because I come from an alcoholic family, and none of those people were doing very well, so I was reasonably sure that that was going to be what I did till I died.
Dr. Isidore Tuerk was one of Maryland's leading contributors in the field of addiction recovery. As Commissioner of the Maryland Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, Dr. Tuerk lobbied constantly for more funding for Maryland's disadvantaged. Today, through almost 40 challenging years of experience in caring, Tuerk House has helped over 17,000 clients suffering from a broad array of substance abuse and medical problems. Tuerk House takes people from desperate circumstances and moves them from homelessness and helplessness to long-term recovery and self-sufficiency.
You know, you have to sacrifice some things in order to help people. Especially the people, especially people that don't want help, and those are the ones that are extremely important to me. I used to fight when I first started in treatment here. I used to fight to get away from people like that, and then I started finding out that those people that are struggling the most need the help the most, and that's the ones I need to focus on.
It has changed my life. That and Tuerk House and many other things that Tuerk House introduced me to. I didn't know anything about AA or NA or any fellowship or any program, and I really full-heartedly give Tuerk House credit for introducing that fellowship, those fellowships to me.
It's the best kept secret, you know, for an addict, because a lot of times, you know, we go about our own business, you know, I don't even say for addict, I'm just say for society in general. Because what I didn't know is what I needed to do to actually stay clean. I know I could get clean, you know, when I went to prison, being on the methadone program, you know, or the street cures, you know, lock yourself in a house for 3 days, go to another, you know, state. But when I came here, I actually got the information, just information. It wasn't no medication, it wasn't nothing. It was information that I got here that showed me how to stay clean.
Well, clients do. Clients deserve expertise and kindness. They deserve all of that, because addiction is a disease, and why should they be penalized for having a treatable disease? And if they seek the help, then I feel as though we owe it to her to help them in any way that's possible. If it's just from a friendly smile for someone who's having a bad day, or someone who just may be more needy than some of the other clients. They just like to talk to you. And it's probably a lot of times it's because they really just need somebody to care, somebody to listen to them and act like they're important.
I didn't know how. I know I wanted to change. I know I wanted to stop using, but I didn't know how. I couldn't put, I would get a couple days and return back to using. I didn't know how to stay stopped. I had no living skills. I mean, I knew how to go to work. I knew how to fake it, but I didn't know how to keep from not putting drugs in me, because I used that to cover up all the pain that was on the inside. So every time something went wrong, that was my outlet. I had no one to talk to about healthy decisions or healthy way of life. All I had was people that knew how to destroy themselves and whatever around them. So that was my downfall. I never had a network of people, somebody to communicate with, and all that. I got that from the Tuerk House.
With the facilities and programs certified by the State of Maryland Alcohol and Drug Abuse Administration and accredited by the Joint Commission, the Tuerk House approach to giving hope to the hopeless has been recognized and applauded, with the result that today, Tuerk House is serving a wider array of communities with more needs than ever.
I'd like to see Tuerk House expand its mission so that people can come to Tuerk House and not only get substance abuse treatment and not only get some good counseling, but they can also find jobs and get a GED and get mental health counseling and do some of the things that really help them to thrive in their lives.
Oh man, one thing that I think people should know about the Tuerk House is that the concern and the love is here. Because when you're out there in the streets, love is something that we look for in all the wrong places. But if you're searching for love, compassion, understanding, and a new way of life, the Tuerk House is definitely the place for you.
One of the things I remember about the Tuerk House when I went through is that had been the first, and I spent 5 years in the Army, but that had been the first time that I really felt a personal touch where somebody really cared. And I can even name a few of the staff that were back then. But they actually seemed to really give a damn about what was going on with me. And it was surprising because it had never happened before.
This is the House of Hope. We hope that everybody who calls us, who comes through those doors, can get what they came here for and can have a hand in passing it on to somebody else.
I would recommend Tuerk House, basically to anybody. I'm a living product of Tuerk House.